Welcome to the Daily Divorce Dads Dojo, the 4D. I'm your host, John Clement. It is February 1st, 2025, so it's not really New Year's anymore. The first month, January, is gone, so we are into the second month of January 2020. Excuse me, can't talk today. January 2025, the month that has Valentine's Day and stuff like that. So let's take a look at myth number 4. Now, so far I was kind of talking about how there would be 3 myths in this book, but it's kind of been nagging on my mind. I think it's really important, and so I went ahead and I put in a 4th myth into the myth section of the book. Divorce Court Destroyed My Life, Now What? How to Give Yourself and Your Children a Fighting Chance for a Comeback in Life. The book will be on sale just as soon as we finish covering it in this video series. The pre-order link will be down below. And let's get into myth number 4. Myth number 4 is your kid's drama mama is the problem. No. While she certainly contributes to the problem, especially if there is narcissism, physical violence, pathological lying, perjury, child abuse, and other issues that she may contribute to the overall situation, believe it or not, she actually is not the problem. Now, how can I, of all people, possibly say that? I mean, me, of all people, because, I used to be beaten by my second ex-wife. I am a physical spouse abuse survivor. And when my first ex decided to divorce me, she demanded that I move out of the house. And so I made my intentions known that I would stay in the house in a spirit of prayer and reconciliation, that the Holy Spirit might heal our marriage. Now, she didn't like that, so she didn't accept that. So in order to get me out of the house, my first ex threatened to lie to the police, to make up fantasy events that never happened in order to get me to move. And I knew that the police in such cases are not objective and automatically, side with the woman no matter what. So I left. So nothing even happened for her to exaggerate. There was no incident that she would have exaggerated. We're not talking about exaggeration of something that did happen. We're talking about her just making something up whole cloth, just out of nothing. How can I, of all people, say that your ex is not the problem? Because clearly my exes have caused problems for me. And one of them continues to do so to this day in 2025, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Just want to make the point that if anybody could blame exes, it would be me. So why am I saying that they're not the problem? Well, this is why. Because if the courts did their job, then your ex's shenanigans would not fly. The courts are the problem, not your ex. The courts incentivize, empower, enable, and abet your ex's shenanigans. Back in the discussion of myth number 1, and if you're listening to this on YouTube, that was a couple of days ago, so it's back there for you to click on. But I went into detail on exactly how the divorce industrial complex profits from destroying you and your children. Your ex is your children's mother. Even if she's terrible, she's still your children's mother. And she needs to be treated like your children's mother by you. But by the courts, she needs to be treated as an equal parent to you. That's what's not happening. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Her garbage and shenanigans simply would not fly if the courts actually did their jobs. I cannot emphasize enough that they are the problem. So stop focusing on your ex as the problem. That's what the real enemy, the courts, want you to do. That's how they profit. That's how they keep everyone focused on just their own one personal case instead of organizing en masse to change the whole system for everyone, to bring down the divorce industrial complex once and for all. So I've said it before in this book, and I'll keep saying it. In 2025, America has entered an age of accountability for public officials. Never has there been a better time than now for organizing and stopping the divorce industrial complex. So if you'd like to support what we do here at the Divorce Dads Dojo in contributing to the eventual and inevitable stopping and bringing down of the divorce industrial complex, then you can support us financially at no cost to you. There's a link down below that goes to some fiction books, serialized fiction books that I write on the internet, including one, Don Espino de la Rosa and the Dinas of Dreadcastle, which is based on my two sons' fantasy gaming characters for Dungeons & Dragons and games such as that they played growing up with me, their nerdy game master dad and stuff. So the payment model for that platform is really kind of like YouTube used to be when it started. You know, not like YouTube is today with, you know, the algorithm and stuff like that. But yeah, you can simply subscribing there will financially support me at no cost to you. So I think that's a pretty sweet deal because people get to enjoy my stuff as an author. They get it for free and I still get paid. So that's a lovely, lovely thing. All right. So I will see you tomorrow for another episode, another training session here at the Daily Divorce Dads Dojo.